Hello, everybody. It is Saturday night. You know what that means. Welcome, one and all, to Saturday Night Drunken Dread here at the Plaster Dragon. We're coming back to our alcoholic roots, guys. Welcome. Please do not forget to follow us here on Twitch. That we got plenty of shows going on here at the Plaster Dragon. We've got Fiasco, we've got Chosen Family, our D&D 5th edition campaign. We've got Web of Lies, we've got Something Wicked. So lots of different shows going on here at the channel. You can also always join in on the conversation on Discord. Some of these guys like to have a few drinks during the game and then log into voice chat. Jess, announcements. Coming up next on the channel is our home game. I think that's the next game that's happening. That's on Monday. Chosen Family 5th edition in a very cozy home setting that's going to look very similar to this cozy home setting.
But it'll be that side of the room.
But it'll be like shifted slightly over this way. Thank you so much. We do want to do a special thank you to all of our Twitch followers and fans and people that have been tuning in and sending love. If this is your first time, welcome to the Plaster Dragon. Be sure to click that little heart and give us a follow or subscribe if you're feeling magnanimous. Or you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. So please, please, please. Bits. We keep continuously fine-tuning and figuring out ways for you, the audience, to mess with the players in demonic, awful ways. But I think we have, knock on wood, I think we have stumbled upon something that's going to work for alcohol and non-alcohol and everything in between. So take a look at that little ticker. You'll also be able to see in the thank you fire. You'll also be able to look in the chat room and see all the things that you can buy with your hard-earned bits. But we'll go over it real quick. For 200, this is something new that I don't think you guys have encountered yet. The audience is able to buy a power-up for you guys. So think magic mushroom with less hallucinations. So they'll be able to spend 200 to give you the ability to push a challenge to a player of your choosing. So an obstacle shows up, and Tracy's like, no, Eric's doing this.
Great.
Great. I love this idea.
It's an oldie but a goodie. 300 bits will buy an instant obstacle. No drink, so you're going to have to pull from the tower for 300. 500 is something very special. It is the DM challenge, which, now that I say it out loud, sounds very much like Double Dare. Like
it kind of
does.
Physical challenge!
Now have an idea
There's
for
going to be physical challenges?
Really
Guys,
messed up
I'm sick today. I can't get on the stream.
So the DM challenge is going to change based on the game and based on the players. All the players will have to come to an agreement about what they're doing for the DM challenge. Tonight's challenge is something a little special. It is a dinosaur head challenge. The players will put on a large dinosaur head and then have their arms held back like this and have to make a little T-Rex pull with their hands.
It's the Jurassic pull.
The Jurassic pull. Welcome to Jurassic pull. Copyright. So we're gonna stop.
If it's under 10 seconds, we're golden.
Cut the feet. 1,000 bits is the blindfolded pull. We're changing it up a little bit. One person is going to be allowed to provide assistance. So I'm going to let you choose who helps you if you get a blindfolded pull, okay? And last but not least is the showdown. 1,500 bits. 2 players enter. 1 player leaves. 4 pulls each. Back and forth. Tennis match style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Why are you
6,
assuming
7,
it's us?
But like, can I drink?
8. Nope, it's pulls, baby. So when this thing starts getting shaky, ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Basically, one of us is
die.
Somebody's gonna die.
Someone gonna die.
All of the Jurassic pull. So all of that information, like I said, is down below on that little ticker. But let's get into tonight's game. Tonight's game takes place in a world very similar to ours, a few years down the line, where life is starting to, the world is becoming overpopulated, there's political turmoil, and all of that is completely forgotten when the meteorite hits the Earth. Meteorite hits the Earth, and a lot of things happen at the same time. a lot of the population is taken out in one fell swoop. Electronic devices, everything electronic in the world basically shuts off. And when that meteorite hits, something else happens. Certain creatures that have long since been dead on this planet start coming back, and nobody knows for certain why. You are a group of survivors that are making their way towards the town of New Haven. You don't know a lot about New Haven. You know that you've heard the same radio speech. There's not a lot of radio that goes on, but every once in a while, Trisha will come on the radio. You know the name well, and she talks about New Haven. And she talks about that they have clean running water, and that they have plenty of food, and there's plenty of shelter. And they say, if you can hear my voice, and you're remembering hearing this voice, if you can hear my voice, make your way to New Haven on the coast. And it's the only thing that has been keeping you all alive. Now, your group started out a lot bigger, and it's slowly whittled down over time to a smaller group. Let's meet our survivors because I think it's good for the audience to connect with you guys a little bit. So let's meet the creme de la creme, the core of our group. And what I'm going to do is they came up with their characters. They came up with what they did before the meteorite hit. But I came up with their new roles, which they are going to choose at random before they introduce their characters. So here are the pieces of paper. Everybody grab a slip of paper, and you can open it and read it when you introduce your character right now. So John, let's start with you.
Jesus, that's a whole lot of words.
Well, I've made it so that you can introduce your character and then read that at the end.
Oh, thanks for telling me after.
Yeah.
Starting off aggressive today. I'm Jeremy Winstead, a lawyer, but who uses maybe not the best tactics to win, but hey, results are what matters. I am the leader. This is partially due to my amazing charisma and my amazing good looks, and the fact that I will do whatever it takes to win, and I'm going to get my people to New Haven.
Good.
Hi there, y'all. My name is Bonnie. I was a Southern socialite before the meteorite hit. I married into money, but I already had money, so I got plenty of it. And so I just enjoyed my little old time by myself. I am the diplomat. I've always been the person who could talk their way out of any certain situation. Yes. Now that the world has ended, I spent my time crafting an image of cool, collected even while I'm screening internally.
All right. I love it. Jeremy, Bonnie, and...
My name is Jenny Lynn, and I have worked at the local Dairy Queen for the last 2 years prior to the meteor. And it was an awesome job because all my friends were there. And but I don't really have any discernible skills other than flipping burgers. But I'm really good at that. I am also the weapons expert.
Jesus Christ.
I was able to tap into a part of my childhood that was rough, and I had all but forgotten about it. See, my daddy, he taught me how to shoot a gun when I was growing up. If there's a firearm, I know how to use it. If an item can be used to hurt someone, I'll figure out how to hurt that someone for the maximum amount.
Jesus.
You're going to hurt that son of a bitch.
I have some questions about your childhood.
We'll get into that. Last but not least.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lester. Lester Stevens. I go by Les for short. Before everything happened with the meteorite, I was a carpenter. And now I am the innovator. We're all starving and we can't just go to the store anymore. Whether it's putting together 2 broken flashlights to make a spear or finding edible plants in the woods, I'm the one who thinks outside the box and keeps us going.
Wow, those are perfect.
Everybody got something, and that was completely at random. So
Oh my
these are your
gosh.
new roles here in this society. So you are 3 days' journey away from New Haven, or what you believe to be New Haven. Your leader has gotten you this far. You've lost people along the way to raiders, to creature attacks. You guys are actually staying off the main road right now and camping in a little bit of the woods. You're doing that because, one, it keeps you away from bandits, and two, you're able to kind of scope out your surroundings a little bit better. You're probably all sort of gathered around like a tent area and do alternating watches with like 2 people kind of sleeping in the tent and 2 people keeping watch at the same time, except for tonight. You're so close to New Haven, and you had actually found this like expired case of Zima by the side of the road, and it has been the first time you guys had alcohol in a long time. So everybody got pleasantly buzzed on Zima and felt
Zima?
Because it was the only thing, and you fell into a deep, soundless sleep. And everybody's sleeping, sort of like the 2 people are outside the tent, and that's when the growl happens. And it reverberates in your chest immensely. It is a loud growl that like screams and wakes everybody up from their sound sleep. And everyone looks towards the forest where the trees start falling away to the wayside. And that is where we are, and that is where we're going to toast. Because the minute we finish this toast, you are immediately in combat and in action.
Jesus.
Here's to all the stories from now until we're dead. Here's to you. Here's to me. And to all of you, here's Dread. Clink.
Oh, you are
already time.
Clink, clink.
Sorry. Also,
Oh my God!
are you serious right now?
Come on. Stop laughing.
Oh, hoochie mama.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is
We are not messing around.
Wow.
that is like 90% alcohol. It's good. It's very good.
We start as we mean to go on.
Crashing out of the trees. You guys are all asleep, so I'm going to need all of you to pull a brick in order to get up safely and quickly, and describe to me what you're doing. Ooh, hi. What you are doing as you are getting ready and getting dressed. If you have any sort of item with you. Oh, hang on. There we go. Good.
Lester is super awake. Lester is very, very
He's
awake.
doing real good.
He
Les, what are you doing as you're waking up?
As I wake up, I grab a spear that I've constructed from flashlights.
Perfect.
I remember reading.
apparently.
I grab that, and I grab my pack, which is always packed before I go to sleep, and step out of the tent to see what is coming.
Jalen, what are you doing?
I grabbed my gun because I found my daddy's gun before we left.
How many bullets do you have in the gun?
I have 4 bullets in the gun.
Try that again. How
I
many-
have 3 bullets in the gun.
There you go.
So we're facing 4 enemies. Good to know.
All right. What about you, Bonnie?
Oh, I found a stick.
It's great.
Because-
Is the stick sharpened?
Oh, God, no.
No. When you say stick, I'm this.
I mean, it's about that big.
It's about that.
This round. So it's,
This round.
maybe not a whole lot, but that's all she's got.
Okay, no, it's good.
Real helpful.
Yes, good. All right, it's not the size.
No.
It's okay. Good.
Because she would have gone for her makeup. She doesn't have that.
Okay. All right, Jeremy, as the leader of this ragtag band of survivors.
Oh, God. Why is this happening?
Are you? Suddenly that alcohol. Are you shaking a little bit?
Yeah, it's weird.
You realize we just started, right?
There was no
Yeah.
pregame, by the way.
Oh, you're shaking.
Oh, no.
The chosen one.
I can't buy the good stuff anymore.
Jeremy?
I had a plan, but no, okay. I wake up, the Zima came in like separate bottles, right?
Correct.
Alright, I take a bottle and I smash it, so that way I've got like a jagged, I've been in many, many bar fights.
Okay, so Jeremy is standing his ground, and you guys all got your packs and stuff, and whatever you hear is coming out of the trees, and you're seeing dead trees and things be pushed off to the side as the thing is moving slowly towards you. You guys are standing your ground?
Yes, I'm gonna shoot it between the eyes,
Oh.
whatever it is.
Okay. As this thing comes barreling out of the trees towards you, you're not gonna.
No, I'm gonna look and see what it is first.
You
But,
see, the only thing that I can describe this as a bit of a mutated bear. Half of it has fur, and the other half is completely hairless, and blood. A black reddish blood is seeping out of the eyes and coming out of the ears of this thing, and it looks at you guys and does this like guttural, it seems to be like sending spittle everywhere, and it's making eye contact at all of you guys. Its eyes are completely white, so you can attune that this thing is blind, and it's sniffing the air.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now I'm gonna shoot it between
It's
the
man
eyes.
bear
I
pig.
immediately fall on
Maybe
the ground.
You immediately
and play dead.
Okay, so you guys are standing there, and all of a sudden, Bonnie just like plays dead and like hits the ground, and
Just
okay.
Okay.
What? Who else is doing what?
I'm gonna step in front of Jenny Lynn
Okay,
with my spear.
got it. Perfect. I love this
Terrible
so
idea.
much. You're stepping on the ground.
Four bullet.
You're stepping on the ground, and this is a very sudden movement. It's very heroic. But the minute you step on the ground, a twig snaps beneath you, and this like bear like cocks its head to the side, and its mouth opens. Kind of. That's the only way you can describe it, because the jaw unhinges, and it looks like tendrils come out of the mouth a little bit and start like looking around the air, and it swivels its head towards you and screams. You get another one of those, and it starts like pounding on the ground towards you as you're standing there with the spear.
I would like to step back.
Okay, you step back and right into Jenny Lynn because you stood in front of her,
Right.
and so you need to either pull a brick or take a shot in order to keep standing. You can always give up on a pull, too. Just so the audience knows, pulls need to be done one-handed, with the exception of the T-Rex pull, because you're already at a disadvantage. So, Jenny Lynn, you are the weapons expert, but for some reason, like Les is like, "I got this," and he like bumps into you, and you instead be like, "Les," and you grab him by his shoulders, pick him up, and pull him off to the side, and walk forward with the gun pointed at this thing.
I'm strong, but I'm wiry.
She's got that like, though she be but little, she is fierce. Like, so she's standing in front with the gun. The bear is still running in the direction that Les was, so that's toward you, Jenny Lynn.
What?
The bear is running
The bear
towards
is
you.
running towards me. I'm gonna shoot him in the face, right between the eyes.
Okay, you are going to shoot the bear in the face. Okay,
Yes.
let's see you make a pull then,
Okay.
or do a shot. Either one.
I'll start out with the pull.
The bear is screaming towards you, and you shoot this thing in the head, and this thing, essentially, the bullet cuts through it like butter. John, just so you're aware, Jack Walk has given you a power up to be used at any time to push to
I
another
don't know
player.
what's happening right now.
Which is probably good for the weird shaking.
I
that your
am
hand is doing.
nervous.
That bullet cuts through the bear like butter, and this thing drops to the side, and you see the clear path that this thing took through the forest where it was gone. And you can look, and you see a bit of smoke coming from where the bear was before. You can only intune that it was coming from a different encampment.
Guys, let's figure out where it came from.
hold on.
No,
Is it-
hold on,
Hold on.
no.
Is it dead? I can't see anything.
I go up and check to see if it's dead.
Okay.
I'm saving that.
Hang on. I want to make sure the camera captures how pink this drink is.
Vanna White.
Yeah.
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 Is that sarcasm or?
No.
Okay, just making sure. I can't tell. I don't know.
As you drink this, you harken back to your good friend Jack, who used to take long walks with you, and how he would subscribe to streams that he really believed in. So thank you, Jack Walk, for subscribing. You're the man.
Is that good enough? You want more?
I'm gonna need a little bit more. Just so you can grow your penis back. There you go. There you go. You're back. You're fine. This thing is long dead. This thing is long dead. Like it is. You're not sure how it was standing before, but this thing is dead, and you can see blood and viscera like on its mouth. So this looked like it just ate, which may have been a saving grace for the party.
Okay.
All right, guys, he's dead.
Oh, good.
Let's pack up camp. The essentials, obviously. Do you want to go check out this other encampment?
I think we should go down that path and see where that smoke's coming from.
Is the encampment in the direction we need to be going anyway, or is it the other way?
It is nighttime. You guys have known that you can travel at night. Everybody's pretty much awake now, and you start seeing. We'll say that nobody has a watch or anything like that, but you start seeing the faint glimmering of the sun rising. So it's time for everybody to start rising anyway.
Are any of us still slightly intoxicated by this point?
No,
Great,
that
good
was
to
that
know,
was
good
late
to
night.
know.
And
I don't know. Jeremy might be.
And it's Jeremy's a little hungover, and that would explain why. Like when he gets up, he looks a little shaky and stuff like that. But you are not hungover. You don't have a lot of supplies. You guys have utilized a lot of it pushing towards New Haven. So it's an idea to move forward to this other encampment.
I say we check it out, even if there aren't any people. We might be able to scavenge some supplies.
Totally.
Whatever
It's my
you say.
idea. We're going and we're scavenging things from this other camp.
God, you're
Awesome.
so smart. I'm so glad we have him with us.
Yeah, he's great.
Freaking love Jeremy, who's just like, I have an idea. We go towards the encampment.
Why don't you think of that? Jeez.
I don't know.
Hey, Lester. Lester has his own merits. Ideas are not his strong suit.
I know, but he's cute.
100% before we leave, I'm picking up a piece of glass and making sure I look cute.
Okay, you pick up the glass and make sure you look cute. The glass is not reflective, but you're too embarrassed to say anything at this point. So you look in the glass and fix your hair and makeup and face and outfit and everything, and nobody's gonna say that the glass is not reflective because this is a routine for you.
Oh, 100%.
Yes, but you look okay.
Good.
There
But
you
you
go.
don't know that.
You're you just
I feel better though.
That's fine.
you have faith in
That's
the
fine.
universe as a whole that you look good. So what is
Thanks
your?
for the compliment.
I need to know what your marching order is as you travel down this path with the sun rising. So it's still a little dark outside.
I'm taking back because I have a stick.
I'll go first with my bottle
Okay.
I say I go second with the spear.
Okay.
to actually do the work.
Yes.
I'll go third with the gun.
All right.
With 2 bullets left.
Okay. So Jeremy, you are walking towards this encampment, and you're seeing the brush pushed to the side, and this bear must have been like expanding a lot of energy and stuff like that. You're seeing scrape marks up against the trees and stuff like that. And as you get closer and closer to where you see the smoke coming from, you see something that you haven't seen in a long time. The smoke that you thought you saw coming from a fire is not coming from a fire at all. It's actually coming from a vehicle that looks like it had plowed into the tree, and as you come along to the side of it, you see an impact point where this bear must have rammed into the side of this vehicle, and the front seat is what you can only describe as a human goulash. It is torn apart. You see claw marks in the seats and stuff like that. You do see some things in the back seat, but the car is so crumpled and pushed together that you don't know if you're going to be able to actually pull out what you see from the back seat, and it's hard to determine what it is.
All right.
I took yoga classes, so I'm super flexible. So would you like me to try to climb in there and see if I can get it?
All right. We'll cover you.
You climb in the back seat, and what I have here is a bunch of resources. Some of them are real stinkers. There's like 2 or 3 that are actually useful that I could see you guys utilizing for. But we're gonna treat this like, I don't know, like an old school point and click adventure along the lines of Curse of Monkey Island. If you take these stinkers and find a way to utilize them, I'm looking at you, Les, that's fine. But some of these you're gonna be able to use a lot easier. So, is Jenny Lynn able to get something from this back seat with the
Let's
crumpled car? I'll sweeten the pot a little bit. Trace, if you want to pull 2, I will let you pull 2 cards and pick the one you like the most.
Ooh, yes, and
So Jenny Lynn, has.
How are we already this bad?
Oh,
Did you do
God.
that?
God!
I can't pull that.
Wow!
So the rest of us have to drink
Yeah.
for the rest of the game.
Fire Curse of Monkey Island is wonderful, and it's remarkable. So, Jenny Lynn, you're able to pull something out from the back seat. It's in like an old Walmart bag. I'm gonna let you figure out what it is, though. So pull 2 cards,
Pull 2, 1.
and then
2.
pick the one that you
Do I
like
hand
the
the other
most.
one back to you?
You're gonna hand the other one back to me.
Ooh.
If
Okay.
there's a
Oh.
star on it, it's automatically a good
Yeah, that's
material.
it's the
Good
rare item.
card.
What if you get
Yeah.
2?
Aw, but that would be so cute, and that'd be super helpful to us.
Are we doing character driven or?
It's
Okay.
up to her.
I'm gonna go
You
ahead
guys
and
aren't
say
gonna-
if the second thing you said was helpful and the first thing you said was cute, maybe choose the other one.
Live your truth.
Guys, we got 2 live chickens.
Oh my God, can we name them?
So as she's pulling out this bag, it looks like a bag of feed,
Got it.
and you see 2 little chickens with like strings stacked to the. The coolest item in the game was a backpack full of supplies, penicillin. That's what she turned down. It was a star on it. There's like 3 items with a star on it. Instead, she chose the 2 live chickens. So Jenny Lynn chose. Damn it!
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
should have guessed this.
I'm gonna name one of them chicken and the other nugget.
Oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
guys, this,
You have access to 2 live chickens tied up with string. And
These are a few of my favorite
don't
things.
get careful.
yeah.
We're already
Okay,
ready to go.
so you have these 2 live chickens. That is all you can find in the car.
Can you do something with that?
God, I love the 2 of you so much. The 2 women are super excited about these 2 live chickens, chicken and nugget. So you have chicken and nugget, and they are with you, and you actually see.
Omelets for everyone.
I need somebody who is paying attention that is not paying attention to this particular site going on. If somebody would like to pull a break or have a shot, the shot that Eric had does not count.
Right? No, that was
That was
just
endless
necessary.
shot.
Deal with the pain of them choosing the fucking chickens.
These 2 are preoccupied with the chickens,
Oh,
so I'm
100%.
actually going to make this a leader shot. So I'm actually going to make this. You can choose to make this shot, Jeremy, or pull, or you can choose to pass it and use your power up.
It's up to you. I'm fine. Okay.
I might be back, guys.
Right. Jeremy, you noticed that this car was actually on a back road, and it was heading in the direction towards where you guys have been heading, but unlike some of the main roads and drags and stuff like that, you don't know where this back road comes or goes to, okay? So you have a choice to make right now. You can either head out to the main road where you guys were sort of camped close to, or you can take this back road not knowing where it leads, but hope that it leads into the direction of New Haven. The difficulty is cars are still moving, bands of raiders are still up and about, so it is your choice as the leader to push this group into the direction that you would like them to go.
With our chickens.
With chicken and nugget.
They're so sweet.
They are.
I hate you both. I'm going to turn to
Less.
Lester, and I'm going to say, okay, here's the situation. We've got the main road, we've got the back road. Main road has more danger, back road we don't know where it goes. What do you think?
I'm gonna say back road. We aren't really equipped.
Guys,
right
I've
now.
decided that we're going on the back road.
Great.
That is such a good idea. Why didn't you think of that?
I don't know.
You are going down this back road based on the chickens are not walking because
I'm holding Nugget.
I'm
because
holding chicken.
the 2 girls are holding chicken and nugget, and these chickens are just being held and walked along with. You are walking down this road, this back road, and you are noticing, you're seeing where the car came from, and you actually come to what looks to be a fence. And it takes you the better part of a day to get to where this fence is. You're starting to near the evening, but you will know you're headed in the right direction. I'll say that because of our innovator, he's managed to makeshift a compass, and you guys know you're headed close to the right direction. You spot something that fills your hearts with hope.
Is it more chickens?
It is not more chickens. It is a log cabin.
Okay.
And
Oh my
it
god,
is-
maybe they have showers.
It is off in the distance, and if somebody that has experience with log cabins wants to make an argument about some of the things that they see outside of this cabin,
I can do it.
actually, yeah, and I'll make this for most people it would be 2 pulls or a drink. For you, it's 1 drink or a pull.
There's one over here.
Yeah, again, careful.
See, told you.
You had a log cabin before the meteorite hit and stuff like that, and you are used to seeing like structures like this. Les, you stop everybody because you're seeing what looks to be a well with water pumping in, and you get everybody to quiet, and you even get the girls to cover Chicken and Nugget's mouth to stop them from clucking a little bit without strangling them.
Right.
You're hearing
No, squeeze tighter.
you're hearing a hum.
A generator.
Like,
And suddenly, for the first time in months, the prospect of electricity
Television.
hits all of you.
I can charge my cell phone.
You can charge yourself.
Curly irons.
Oh my Jesus.
ladies.
Sorry.
I totally understand my sexuality in this moment.
All right. Lester. All right. Ladies, sit out here with the chickens. Lester, let's move in.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a large field in front of you, and you see what looks to be like vegetables and stuff growing in the field. There is a path that leads from where you are to the main house, and it looks to be small potholes leading from where you are to the front door of the house. That's the only way I can describe them to you guys.
Yeah, without giving away spoilers.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop everybody for a second.
Okay.
Well, it's just us now.
Okay.
Because
It's
they're,
just
So-
Les and Jeremy.
if we start screaming, they're going to come with the
Right.
chicken and nugget.
Because of the potholes, I'm gonna go ahead and guess there might be some kind of a minefield coming up. You know, to kind of protect the house. There aren't a lot of a log cabin's gonna hold back a few things, but not things as big as that bear. So whoever was here before, I'm gonna guess maybe set up a minefield out front. The only way for us to get through it and make sure we don't hit anything is if we actually step in the actual potholes,
How do you know the potholes aren't where the mines are?
because those are already gone.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that works, yeah.
So we can get to the door, but only if we step in those spots.
Okay.
Maybe test the first one with a rock or something just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure about this.
Okay. One of us definitely, we can't walk together. One of us definitely has to walk first, and the second person basically steps in the same exact spot
Yeah.
the previous person walked.
Yeah. What weapon do you have?
A bottle.
Okay, so I have a spear. It has a little bit more distance on it. I'll step in front. But first, I want to test that first pothole
Okay.
with a rock.
Okay. See if you can find a rock.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Finding the rock is...
Finding a rock's a pull.
Yeah. We're going to die.
No, we're not. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
You very easily find a rock, and with a little bit of practice, you roll the. How do you do it? You throw overhand. You roll it on the ground into the pothole.
I'm going to say I roll it across the field into the spot. No.
Left, your car. No.
No,
I
that's
love
fine.
it.
That's your...
That way, if there's one between here and there, we're going to hit that first, and then I got to pull again or take
You
a shot.
roll the rock, and it goes across the ground, and it goes into the hole, and then momentum carries it out of the hole, and a little ways past it, and you hear a click, and sure enough, like a little
Got it.
explosion happens, and you two hear the explosion from where you were back by the fence.
Oh my god, do you think they're dead?
Oh, I have no idea what.
Let's at least go check.
Should we?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're both carrying the chickens still?
Yeah,
Of course.
I am.
You're carrying the
holding
chickens,
them.
and you see the two of them looking sheepish, and a large explosion that has just rocked. And
You spend so much time being sheepish.
I mean, good news. I was right.
Okay, let's walk. Do our best to walk single file, like foot before foot,
Wait,
in
we
the
need to wait
path
for the
of
girls.
the rock.
Wait for the girls. Explain the plan.
I mean, they're not stupid.
Wait for the girls. Explain the plan.
you hear
Chickens instead of a backpack.
in the far distance
We don't know that.
an engine revving.
Oh, jeez.
And it sounds like it's far away, but you didn't hear it until after the explosion.
This is half minefield, half alarm system.
I may have miscalculated.
Lester, this is why you're not the leader. Mind you, I also didn't call it, but this is why you're not the leader.
Inside the house is better than outside the house.
That's great. We still have most of a minefield to get through before we can even.
And we
get
know
there.
exactly where to step. We can get there quickly.
We exactly where to step up till that first mine, and then after that we're fucked.
Have we caught up with them yet?
Yep.
Whoa! Stop!
Okay.
There's a minefield.
Mm-hmm.
Stay where you're standing.
Yeah, we heard.
Do not move.
The engines
Wait.
sound like they're getting closer, and it sounds
Where-
like multiple ones now.
Okay,
Where-
I'm gonna explain the situation. We can get into the house
Uh-huh.
as long as the door's not locked.
What do you mean? We'll just kick it down.
Okay, so there's a minefield between us and that house. If we step in the places where there are potholes currently, there are probably not mines. Probably. But you have to step exactly where I step, and we have to do this quickly. Can you guys manage that?
I have a question. You said that it was a pathway and
Yep.
then field
Yep.
with vegetables, right?
Yep.
Why not go around it?
We don't know for a fact that's safe.
Would vegetables grow if there were things underneath it?
Root systems can grow around other things.
All right, whatever.
I'm just saying. We don't know for sure, but
We're willfully going through
Listen,
a
I'm
minefield.
not a zoologist. I don't know this stuff.
I just thought.
you decide. You're the leader.
Hi, chicken.
Nugget trusts you.
Nugget. Shit, sorry.
You think you feel lights, or like see lights, like coming down that dirt road now. Whatever engine sounds, they're really close now. So you need to make a choice.
Unknown third option.
Yeah.
We go into the like the cornfield is like probably taller than us. We could hide in it.
I like it.
All right, we'll hide in the cornfield and wait and see.
You
Keep your gun handy.
You go into the cornfield, and you take some steps.
And you
there.
blow up. The end.
You take your steps in the cornfield. Nobody steps on anything. There's no triggering responses. The minute you go into the cornfield, you see a weird assortment of cars pull up. You see what looks to be a fire truck with that is covered in people, and that you say people, they are caked in dirt, in blood, and random piercings and things like that. And you recognize who these are immediately. These are raiders. Bands of raiders have started popping up all over the place, especially here in this particular part of the country. I'm not going to say the South, but it's the South. And then like you could see what looks to be like a monster truck that says the word Gravedigger, but it's like spray painted on the side and stuff like that.
I don't think that's a real Gravedigger.
All of the cars pull up, and people start jumping out, and you see a man step out of the Gravedigger truck, and he's got two women on either side of him, and everybody seems to be paying a little bit of like homage to this. And he's covered in tattoos, and he is looking around, and he sees the house, and he goes, "Well, boys," I was like, "looks like we got us some fresh new digs for the night." And everybody starts screaming and running down the path. And
We found some more rocks.
as they start running down the path, the leader holds back and holds the two girls that are with him back to the side. And as that happens, one of his men steps on something and boom, blows up. And the other ones keep running, even though their friend next to him, laughing maniacally. Boom, boom, boom. By the time it's done, the fire truck has been completely devoid, and you see the man just smiling as he sees people fanatically running down this path and clear a path to this place, but clear out 5 of the people that were on the fire truck.
And so how many are left?
We'll say there's 1 by the door. There's 4 in a car that pulled up. There's the man and the 2 women. So 5 men, 2 women, and 1 laughing maniacally who's missing, looks like his right arm, and he's at the front door of the house. And he's jumping up and down like he ran a race or something like that. And the minute he gets to the front door of the house, the man and the 2 women walk down the path, stepping through the exploded bodies of the people that came by. And the 4 men in the car, 3 of them get out and go, and the other one gets out and stands by the cars and starts smoking a cigarette. And you see the little one try to elbow his way into the door, and as he tries to elbow his way into the door, the one that's by the door, all of a sudden the floor drops out from beneath him, and you hear a loud scream, and you hear what sounds like blood-curdling cries as a trap door where the welcome mat was has fallen out, and that's all that you've seen. And these people are just continuing to walk forward, but there is 1 man that's staying with the cars. You are currently hidden.
You always do this, and I've never know what.
The man turns to the corn maze the minute you say that.
How close am I to a body?
To the bodies on the ground?
Yes.
10 steps away.
You're gonna scream now, aren't you?
He starts walking towards the corn
shit.
maze, the cornfield.
Be a lost person.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
I was gonna make myself look hurt.
Both of you, go. Get the chickens.
Hand me your gun.
I
Yeah,
run out.
hand
Please,
me your
oh my
gun.
god, I
Hand
don't
me
know
your
where
gun.
I am. What is happening? I feel so, oh my god, I feel faint. I feel like I'm gonna die.
As the
oh my God.
diplomat, I will say that this happens, and because you're a female, he doesn't want to draw attention because the other guy has the other 2 females, and he's going to want you.
He wants one.
He looks over at you, puts out the cigarette, grabs you by your mouth, and covers your mouth, and drags you back towards the car. So all you see is Bonnie now has her mouth
We now have a timer.
covered, and being dragged towards the car.
Shit, you have the gun.
I have the gun and the spear.
I have a bottle, man.
Is he near enough to me that I can pass him something?
He is dragging her towards the car.
No.
Yeah,
me,
you're standing right next.
Me.
Okay, which do you want? What do you want?
Gun.
Gun. I pass him the gun, I keep the spear.
Okay.
Alright, he's focused on her. I'm sure she's struggling.
Yes.
And there's also a chicken.
Yep.
There's no chicken on
There is a chicken. The chicken is being dragged by the ground, dragged by its neck.
No one gets to fuck with nuggets. Alright, is it possible to sneak up behind this dude?
Is it?
What's it gonna cost me?
2 pulls.
A drink and a pull?
A drink and a pull. Smoking
Hey.
a pancake.
Smoke it back.
You have the long range weapon. I have the short range weapon.
I
Do you want me to sneak up
am
behind
not
him?
a smart man.
Shit.
Good. Yeah. So what are you doing exactly right now?
My goal is to sneak up behind him, grab him like he's grabbing her, but with the gun against his head.
Perfect. I love it.
Alright.
You sneak up behind this guy and say nobody messes with nuggets, and put the gun to this guy's temple, and he freezes.
Good.
And he's now holding you by the mouth. He puts your hand down. What do you say?
I'm gonna go ahead and put this very clearly.
Okay.
This is our car now. And I'm gonna need the keys right now.
I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Oh, dude, shit.
Good.
You did it.
Perfect. This is great. Okay. So
Do I need to?
he's currently has you grabbed. So yes, you're going to need to do a very nice drink. And
We were gonna
you
have a car,
turn around and kick him in the nuts.
I'm still got his mouth covered.
He still has his mouth covered. So gets kicked in the nuts and screams into your hand. And
When he gets particularly loud, I also close his nose.
Okay, he is struggling for oxygen now because
All right,
he
I let go.
exhaled sharply.
As he quiets down, I'll let go of his nose.
Okay,
If he gets loud, he's
he
not
grabs
breathing.
the knife from his back pocket because his arms are still completely free. Grabs the knife and goes to stab you in the hand that's holding his mouth closed.
Good luck with that. I pull the trigger.
You pull the trigger of the gun. Let's see who gets there first. You most assuredly get there. No, you're good.
Oh no!
Holy
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
You, in a badass move, everybody stops, and you pulled the trigger on this thing, and
I still have shit. I still have your. Never mind.
You still have shit.
I still have the thing that's.
all right, let's do this.
I'm sitting
I'll come
right
up
there with
this.
the spear.
I'm coming up with this on the fly. You did a badass move. Describe this to me cinematically. I'm going to give you a power move right here. So not only do you shoot this guy in the head, but what do you grab? What do you grab from his pack as he's going down?
Oh, do I pick or?
Yeah, because you just chugged a drink. So what do you grab from his backpack as he goes down?
Okay. And it's just one, right?
Yep.
Swear to God, if it's more fucking chickens.
12 of them are chickens. 2 of them are actual useful items.
You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. It's a case of spring water.
Yeah, you look, and inside his backpack, he was the one that was holding all the water. So he pulls the trigger. Everybody on the porch stops and turns around and looks at you. And the keys are hooked into the case of spring water. And you press the button, and we'll say that 4-person car, like the little beep beep, clicks, and as they turn around and look at you, you guys are standing at the car with their buddy who is dead, his backpack in your hands full of spring water, and the car in front.
Hop in.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank
get the
goodness
car.
our chickens were thirsty.
You jump in the car. Let's see how much gas is in this car.
Which
You
one?
do have a power-up pass here that you can pass to another player too. But because you are the one that's jumping in the driver's seat, I want to see how much gas is in this car.
Just because I will forget to use it later, I'll pass it to you.
So Les goes, "Hey, get out of the way. Let me drive." And you jump in the passenger seat. The 2 girls jump in, and then, oh my God, you reach out and you grab Nuggets, who's just like, and it's just like freaking out.
Never let go of chicken.
There is a half a tank of gas in this car. You
Good
close
enough.
the door. That's when a bullet. You hear a bullet go like ringing past
Duck!
as the people are starting to unload bullets. So you
Good,
are
wasting ammo.
you are facing towards where the house is, and the back road is right behind you.
Get us behind the fire truck, and then we'll take off from behind there. Basically, using
Okay.
the fire truck as cover.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds great.
You drive back behind the fire truck. I like this. You drive back behind the fire truck, and that's you're hearing gunshots, but they're actually hitting the truck, and you hear the leader yelling like, "Stop! Stop! You'll hit the truck!" And sure enough, as soon as he says that, you hear this ting, and I will say, who is sitting in the back? The 2 girls are sitting in the
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're sitting behind the driver's seat because that's where you would
And I'm
sit.
driving?
You're
Yeah,
driving.
you're driving
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
You see a little bit of gas start coming out and pooling underneath the fire
The
truck.
fire truck?
Yeah.
Pedal to the floor, out of there.
You hit the pedal, and this car takes off right down that back road. I need to see if you maintain control over this car.
I
as
also
you
wanna try to do
have gone
something.
pedal to the metal. What are you going to try to do?
You know what? The fire truck's already out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of wanted to blow it up, but that's
Perfect.
I won't. No, I
Take
won't.
take it.
Well, just because I said it doesn't mean I have to do it. I mean, you
Wait,
still
because you
have
have
to
his
do that.
pack.
I'll sweeten the deal.
Wait, you have his pack though. The guy who has
There's
the
there's
cigarette.
got to be stuff in
Hey.
the car.
No, because you have the guy's cigarette pack.
Perfect. You
would have
maintain
that
control of
matches.
this car, and even though like you're driving down a dirt road, and this car is not really meant for a dirt road, John, I will sweeten the deal. If you blow up this fire truck, I will say that you guys never checked the trunk of the car.
Can it be this loose one here?
Why would you point that out just yet?
I don't want to cheat.
Yes, if you pull that loose one there, I will pull 2 of these. I will let you pull 2, and I will choose which one you get.
Can I see both?
You can see both after I choose.
Oh, you motherfucker.
It's the trunk of the car.
But if I pull one,
That's not that loose one. I'll let you choose one at random.
Fuck.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
That's about it. Yes.
All right. Yep. Choose one at random.
wait, it was just one at random?
Choose one at random.
I thought it was the two thing.
Yeah, but if you choose a loose one, I was going to pick which one out of 2 you picked.
I literally have the same odds of getting something good.
Yeah, it's fine. Fuck.
Is there more chickens? Oh my god.
What is it?
I swear to God, if I had knocked
If
over
you
the
knock the
table-
tower
What was in the
piece
trunk?
over.
Guys, we have Hostess snack cakes now.
Oh, bless the
You
Lord.
find
If we need
a
glucose, we're fine.
cache
Is
of
it-
Hostess snack
Are we
cakes.
talking ho-hos? Are we talking Twinkies?
It is a variety pack.
Oh my God,
Jesus Christ.
All right, budget,
Cakes
budget.
with cream in the middle.
Budget them. You may have one right now.
It's Christmas. I'm so
how many?
excited.
Yeah, how many of
It's
them are there?
important. How many?
12.
There's
12.
12.
Got
You may have one each right now. All right, then you will give me the box, and I will count how many are left.
Wait,
And then
wait.
we do.
Don't try to take
And then we do
more than
2 a day, half each.
Hold on, one whole pack, or are we talking like one individually?
Yeah.
One individual
Okay,
piece.
all right. I'm
You
fine with
drive down the road, and the radio is on,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear Trish talking to you guys, extolling the hopes of people coming to New Haven, and you hear something that you haven't heard in a long time. You hear music. You hear music, and it's something simple and sweet and nice, and it taps into a part of your humanity that you thought long since gone. And you drive into the night, and you actually cut down your travel, because I never expected you guys to take a car by one day, because you drive off into the night until the gas starts to wind down a little bit, and as the gas runs out, you take this thing as far as you possibly can Eric, back up just a little bit for me, until you find yourself next to a hotel, and it's basically one of those old sort of like under the sea motels. It's something that you find on like a Route 66 or in a Goofy movie. You find this
Those are the only two options.
hotel, and there's actually somebody standing there, and it's an older gentleman. He's wearing suspenders and pants, and he's old, and he's holding a sign that says vacancy, and he sees your car, and he puts it down, and he runs back into the little room and comes back out, and he's holding food. And it's a box of pizza.
All right.
You have enough
Before-
gas to drive past it, but you're gonna slow down eventually. So I need to know.
But
do
like
you
we could
stop here?
still take the car further than this, but we're gonna lose this car here because I know how story structure works.
What if
Yeah,
it's pineapple
so-
pizza?
It
That's my favorite.
definitely
I don't like
not.
that.
Guys, we have
Pineapple
the
doesn't go on
Hostess
pizza.
cakes.
We're fine on food right now. We
Yeah.
have Hostess cakes. We have water. We can survive.
But
Do you slow
Pizza.
down while this
But
conversation
if we
is happening?
stop,
He's driving.
Do you slow down while this conversation is happening?
I can slow down a little, but not much.
I need to know if you drive past it or if you slow down.
You're the leader. Tell me what to do. I think it's a trap.
I bet you there's a shell bed.
4, 3.
Shell bed.
Keep driving.
Keep driving. We keep driving.
Okay.
God
full
damn
speed.
it.
That means you only have to make one pull.
we could have had pizza.
Shit.
Only have to make one pull, which means it would have been more.
Yeah.
So you make one pull.
Nope.
No, not that
Not
one.
that
Not that one. You make
made-
one pull, not that one. No, that one. That one.
As you make one pull, you maintain control of the car as it drives over the spikes that were in the road.
Fuck!
And because you didn't slow down, you're able to get a good distance away before you see the hotel doors fly open, and it looks like 8 senior citizens come running out of these like hotel rooms, start running towards the car, you realize that you have 1 bullet left in the gun, you have a car that's tires are flat, and 8 senior citizens running towards you with a man holding pizza, just laughing maniacally, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Wait. We also have 10 Hostess cakes.
You also have 10 Hostess
And
cakes.
2 chickens.
And 2
That's
chickens.
where we're going to take our break. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to refill some drinks. When we come back, don't forget about bits that you can submit to mess with our players. This tower's looking fucking wonky already.
Jesus.
More dread, more drinks, more polls when we come back. We'll see you soon.
Bonnie's fucking pissed.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope your Saturday night is going as well as our Saturday night is. Honestly, at the end of the day, there is nothing more that I love than being here with the people that I care most about in the world and telling stories with and playing games. So, but really good bourbon comes a close second. And that is really good. And watching John drink lots of yummy pink drinks.
Yeah, I'm shaky. This has not happened before.
Well, we were joking before about John being the chosen one, and like there's not a lot of pulls that John
absolutely
can't make. So there you go.
It's pretty good actually.
It's pink.
So we are back. Right now the car is kind of wrecked a little bit. The tires are all blown out in the car, and you see some senior citizens that are moving at a bit of a clip, faster than normal senior citizens should be running, and a man holding a pizza box and just kind of laughing as he closes the pizza box, and you see it says like Zuki's Pizza on it and stuff like that. But they are running towards the car, so I just need to figure out what you guys are doing.
We can't fight old people. We've only got one bullet left.
We're in the car.
Yeah, but is the one guy like really far ahead, and then the other ones are kind of back a bit?
What kind of weapons?
They are now caught up.
Also, they're on foot, right?
What kind of weapons do they have?
You don't seem like they're holding any weapons. Are you
They're
guys
on
all
foot.
staying in the
We're
car?
in a car.
But the
but our car
tires
is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
tires are
stuck where
slashed.
we are.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna keep moving. Like
No,
we don't need this
we're
car
stopped
long
right
term.
now.
Like
stopped
thump,
right
thump,
now.
thump, 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 thump.
We can
Like ride the
completely
Yeah.
destroy the rotors. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's
We're not gonna keep going.
Cool. So you do that. As you did that, you guys are all kind of trying to take looks about what's happening outside in the hotel, and unfortunately, something bad happens. Nugget jumps out of your arm.
Son of a bitch! Oh, no.
And just instinctively, Bonnie goes, Nugget, no!
Nugget, don't!
And
It's not worth it!
As the car moves forward, you can't stop her. Bonnie jumps out of the car and is now running down the street towards Nugget.
Thank God we passed up that hot.
And the
hotel.
senior citizens are all kind of moving towards. So, Bonnie, I know how close you've grown to Nugget.
I love him.
He's your child.
I never had one. So.
But it's gonna take a lot, Bonnie, to get to that child.
Okay.
You're kind of doing this weird, awkward run because you're not used to running, and it's this weird sort of like early. It almost looks like a T-Rex run. So we want to thank.
Who did it?
We want to thank the chat room. I believe it was Jack Walk. Jack, you beautiful bastard tonight. You are our king. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and stand up, please.
It's the doofiest damn thing.
And
I just stand?
John, if you would
I'll
help,
yeah.
please. You're gonna put your arms up like
Remember, if
that.
I knock over the tower, it doesn't count.
You're gonna put your,
yeah,
I die, but it doesn't count as your pull.
be very careful. If the tower falls down for any reason, your character dies. John, if you
Knock over the tower.
knock over the tower while setting up Hill,
I'm not new.
I know. You can keep your hands like this. You will be wearing the T-Rex hat. Let's go ahead and look at the camera and give everybody a wave. You're gonna want your arms out just a little bit.
Are we good there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
No. Her head is out of
go ahead and have it- have it
Right,
sit.
sit again.
sitting
Heads
back down.
above.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
hell.
Okay.
Rawr.
Okay.
Terrible.
No, let's.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's.
Can we give her hints?
Will
it help?
No.
No!
You can choose one person.
Okay.
You can choose one
Tracy.
person.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Why Tracy?
Because she's helped me do the blindfolded pull, okay?
To
You can't
help
blame me
you.
if you don't get this one though. Okay, you're gonna need to keep your head facing
I
away
know.
from that tower.
Is this way fine?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Shoot.
If you need
I
to
can't.
sit on the ground,
I don't-
if you
that's
need
what I
to
don't
I will
Here.
put you there if you want to sit on the ground.
I'm giving you extra space.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay. Hold on.
Is she allowed to go for Well, careful.
I
Terrible.
know,
It's just
I know. Just let me get
Yeah, it's okay.
knees on the
See
floor.
that?
Just make sure you don't
Knees
collide
on the
with the
floor.
table on the way down.
Put your arms up a
Is
little.
she allowed to go for the loose one?
She is allowed to go for the loose one.
Okay.
Can you see where the loose one
Oh,
is?
you're.
I
There's a
barely.
lot.
Probably
shaking
can't
going
see
on.
much.
I know.
She's got little
From her
arms.
knees, it's gonna be tricky because
Oh.
she can't reach in there all the way.
Do you want to? Can I loosen it a little bit?
You can loosen it.
Wait. I will loosen it a little bit. Just give me a second. Okay.
You using your mind powers? What's he doing?
Yeah, okay.
You're touching it. You're touching it.
Go.
You got
got this. You got
Okay.
this. You can do it.
Nobody.
You got it.
Just Tracy.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got.
Oh no, Bonnie!
I did it for Nugget.
I will say this. I will say this. Ginny Lynn is screaming at Bonnie to stop, and Bonnie selflessly picks up Nugget and throws Nugget back towards the car like a mother lifting a truck off of her child. Nugget goes flying through the air into the car, and as that happens,
We saved Nugget.
the senior citizens descend upon her and rip her apart in cannibalistic fashion.
Jesus.
And so now we have something very rare happening. Poor Bonnie has left this world. However, I would like to welcome the player playing Nugget with us. The super smart chicken with all of the abilities that a chicken would have.
I got really excited because I was like, is it like Hey Hey from Moana?
It's Hey. So you
Oh shit.
We are so
This
fucked.
chicken is gonna kill us
So
all.
goodbye.
A contested pool with a chicken.
Goodbye, Hillary. Goodbye, Bonnie. Hello, Nugget.
This is the best game ever.
We're all gonna die.
Pretty much.
Our band of survivors now has a little bit of leeway as the senior citizens are pouring into poor Bonnie, but you have the three of you still up and running, and are making your way down the street. Sparks are starting to fly off of the rims of the tires and stuff like that, and starting to really sort of drag the car to a stop until you eventually come to a dead stop. And you see a street sign in front of you. It looks like a highway sign. And it says New Haven, 10 miles. And it's spray painted there. And it says, all are welcome.
Okay.
Guys, it's only 10 miles away. We can get there in a day if we go really, really fast.
It's gonna take us like 2 days.
10 miles.
Well,
Average
really
person can
fast.
walk like 5 miles in a day, so 2 days minimum. I'm just saying.
We also have two
You are
chickens.
such a party pooper.
Are you
A dreamy party pooper.
Guys,
You're a party pooper.
guys, can I swap seats?
Nope.
As you guys are looking at this
I'm gonna punch a
sign,
chicken in the face.
as you are looking at this sign, Nuggets poops on Jeremy on his pants,
Can
and
that be a poll? Can you pull the poop?
Pull the poop.
I'm not gonna have you pull because no animals were harmed in the making of this episode. But Jeremy, if you would like to pull to avoid the poop,
Nah, fuck it.
Jeremy just accepts that this is his life now, and Nuggets poops all over him, and he is covered in chicken excrement. The car is done.
Yeah.
The car is totaled. However, you are on a main street right now in a main drag, and you are a little ways away from the senior citizens. They look disinterested in you. There are random shops along this main street, and then you see almost like a pull off onto a highway that looks like it's leading towards where that sign was pointing. So you have about 4 or 5 shops off to the side, and then this little main drag turning into like a highway of sorts.
Okay.
I need to know what you're doing.
Are there any accessible vehicles on the road?
I don't know. Are there?
Oh, come on. It's easy.
How many pulls?
Can I look for cars too? Can we all look
Each
for
of
cars?
you can take a pull or do a shot.
Each just continue. Does like I'll look too.
I will say you're not guaranteed to find something,
I mean, it's a complete tower. We gotta.
It's a complete tower,
I feel
but
like
We gotta whittle this thing down.
but there's
we
like
should whittle
there's
this thing
shots
down
over
a little
here.
bit. I know.
Just-
I want to take
yeah.
a shot,
Geez.
but I'd rather whittle down the tower.
We're
just a
halfway
little
through.
bit.
A shot, I'll give you a 50-50 chance. A pull, I will give you a 100% chance of either finding a vehicle
Just
or
one pull?
an item. 2 pulls, you get a vehicle that runs.
I
Two
will
pulls
do 2
each.
pulls
2
right
pulls
now.
each.
Got it. Okay.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Good.
1.
You're looking.
That's the one I just put.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wow.
Flying hell, Eric.
I fixed it.
I've never seen the tower completely almost fall over. Okay.
Wait, it's 2
No,
pulls
no,
each.
give her-
I've
give
got
her
one.
one.
You 2
Jesus.
have more
Give
pulls.
her one.
He's waiting.
My 2 are done.
You're a
Wow,
Son, you're
you're
a
a
son of a
jerk.
bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Oh my gosh, this tower sucks.
You guys
so
make 2
bad.
pulls. I will give you a cool vehicle too. That runs. You're
Something with
there's
guns.
You're. What
You just did
fucking
one?
Mad
I just
Max?
did one.
Okay, I'll let you
Let's
do your
not
second one
my
before I do my second one.
Are you sure?
That's very
Yes,
gentleman of you.
What the hell,
It's
Eric?
fine.
Ginny Lynn is searching, and
I haven't done my second yet.
she actually finds like a weird shop. A lot of these cars look like they have been broken into, but she finds a weird shop with a garage attached to it, and it says Reginald St. John's.
Any brick is a pull if you try hard enough.
Thank you. That's a meme waiting to happen.
Comic book shop. And as she does this, she kind of peeks her head around, and it is you, Les, who hit the garage door on this comic book shop. That's correct. That's connected to a garage, and you see a car that is pristine. Look, and it is white, and there are sirens on the top of the car, and you see a
It's
decal
Ecto-1.
on the side of it. With a ghost with a red
Ecto-1.
through it. If somebody wants to, I'm feeling
Yes,
magnanimous.
I do. Whatever it is, I
If
do.
all of you want to do a shot for me right now,
Yeah, a shot. I could do another. I could do another one of these. I don't care. Let's go. Ecto-1. Fuck yes.
Hillary, I'll include you in this as well.
All right, now what?
Nuggets. Okay, Nuggets is pecking around the back and winds up accidentally falling into a little thing of green paint, and Nuggets is now covered in green paint, and you all 3 at the same time go Slimer, and so now
Guys, it's official.
Nuggets is eating the green paint though.
Oh,
So you have
Nuggets!
to stop.
I go and pick up Nuggets.
Because you guys didn't even wait for me to tell you what you get if you all did a shot.
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
I got it.
Oh, we get something?
There's something in the back of Ecto-1.
Yeah, there is. There's proton packs.
You choose 2 things.
You do it because you haven't done one yet.
Choose.
And then
I think
Drag
I
them
should
out.
pick it.
no,
Choose one.
How about he
Spread
picks
them
one
out.
and I pick one?
You pick one, and
no,
you
she
pick
hasn't
one.
gotten to pick one yet.
Yeah, she did because she chose the chickens.
I didn't.
No, she chose
I
the
chose
chicken.
the chicken.
I've chosen 2.
Okay,
yeah,
can I
chose
pick
get-
2
you
and then
get
Hillary
one.
picks the 2? One of the 2.
You each pick one, and I will
Okay.
choose which one.
I have this one.
Oh,
I
all
get
4 of us?
No, all
Oh,
these
yeah, yeah,
3
that-
get to
go for
pick,
it.
and
Yeah.
then. Well, okay, Hillary, what did you get?
I can't open the
A lot of money.
$12,657 in cash.
Fuck.
Eric, what did you get?
Corpse of Harry Potter written and the Goblet.
Copies.
That says copies.
Copies of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire written in
This was
Braille.
about to be a very different game.
Corpse of Harry
I've had what 4 shots on
You the first
film.
Harry Potter?
14 corpses of Harry Potter rather than copies of Harry Potter. And the Gauntlet of Fire written in Braille. Or
Tracy, please.
All I found here was a pristine 12-gauge shotgun with 2 boxes of ammo and a bottle of single-batch bourbon.
What do you mean? All you found?
Well, I know we didn't get that. No, it's got to be one of those things.
I know.
So, it's going to be that.
Fuck.
what is it going to be?
That.
That.
Tracy, what is it going to be?
That.
Oh, don't
Son of a bitch!
You do a shot, I'll let you pick.
You'll let who pick?
I'll let you pick.
Me?
Can I outdrink her and make the choice instead?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely!
Oh, really? Okay,
what's
give me
outdrinking?
give me one of those.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I will say this. This is the two of them. We're going to have a chugging contest. Here's the deal.
That was my finger. Hold on.
Here's the deal. You say you know what's best, and you look through the items and you figure it out. And right now,
I'm not going to win this.
Nuggets is walking back and forth between the two of you. You decide, no, I'm tired of him being the leader. So not only does the person get to pick, you're challenging his leadership. Not only will you get to pick the item, but you will choose. You will become the new leader of the group if you win this contest.
Oh shit!
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the girliest drinking contest. Oh my god!
Bitch.
Oh god!
Wow. Okay. He earned that.
What do you choose?
Wow.
Fucking shotgun.
You are now in possession of a pristine 12-gauge shotgun that you do not know how to fire, but she does. And Nuggets walks over to you. Nuggets.
I'm not okay, guys.
Nuggets has now bonded with you on an emotional level and refuses to leave your side.
I pet Nuggets on behalf of Bonnie because it's like, well, she died when she was hot, so.
Okay.
You pile in the Ecto-1. You're right.
Also, shotguns, you don't really have to aim. You just have to point them.
You pile into the Ecto-1, and Eric, I'll assume that you're driving again.
Again.
And as you find that this thing works and runs like a dream. You know what I mean? It's exactly how you figure the Ecto-1 is. And I need to know if you're driving with any of the special features engaged.
Oh, what are the special features?
As much as I want
you see a bunch of switches on the dash that are not connected to any sort of like.
Wait, are we still in the garage thing?
You're in the garage. You're piled in.
Okay, play the song.
Okay, so
it'll attract attention.
Avoid that.
We'll play with them inside the here.
Okay, so I'm
then
gonna
not
assume
anywhere else.
that the Ecto-1 is it's dealing with a lot of like spectral features. We don't deal with spectral.
I have now tipped the edge. This is for the players. I am now drunk.
Got it.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna say that spectral features don't really apply here.
No,
these are creatures come
we
back.
Test them
from
out. We test them out here, and then we turn them off.
Sure.
Because there's sirens.
You flip switches?
I'm gonna flip all the switches.
The song starts playing really loudly.
Turn it off now.
Start going on.
Turn it off now. Turn
and
it
that's
off.
when you hear the other engines.
Other engines?
You hear other engines, and they're roaring down the street towards you.
Turn them off now. Turn them off.
What do I have to do?
The switches.
To do what? To turn off all the switches?
Yeah.
You can flip those switches off however you want.
Flip.
Cool.
You are in the garage, and these engines sound like they're getting closer, but it's hard to see because you are currently in the driver's seat in a car in a garage.
Okay.
Open the
do we
door?
lift the door?
Out.
You're driving out?
Yeah.
As you drive out, you see a very familiar sight. You see what looks to be a monster truck driving down the street towards you, and you see a fire truck that doesn't seem to notice that it's slowly leaking as it's driving down the street towards you. And you see a bunch of senior citizens look up in surprise and shock down the street as this monster truck swerves towards them and plows through all of them, running over the corpse.
Guys, Bonnie's been avenged.
Whose aim is the best?
Of
You or you?
Bonnie.
Who's what?
Aim.
Aim. I'm really good at aim.
Jenny.
All right.
You are driving down the road, and you are, I assume, making your way towards the highway sign.
And they're still spilling gas, right?
They're still spilling gas.
I say we hand the gun to Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny, aim for the gas trail.
Sure. Okay. You tell Jenny to do this, and like you say, like Jenny Lynn, it's time to do this. It's time to like man up. And as she does that, she pulls the gun out, and you are trying to maintain control of a moving car while you stick your head outside of a window of a moving car to hit a target. And as you pull onto the highway and this truck follows behind you, you're flabbergasted because the highway is littered with broken down cars. So not only are you having to weave in and out, so this is going to bring us to our very first showdown on the show.
Fuck.
Well,
As Jeremy swerves the car in and out of traffic, and as
the thing is, if Jeremy fails,
No,
we all die.
less.
No, Les fails.
Less.
If Les is driving the car
Jeremy's
and
me.
trying to stop Ginny Lynn from banging into another car. Thank you, Jack Walk. You were just a rock star tonight. And dying. So I need to know what happens, and I need the two of you to narrate this while the other one is making a pull. Actually, Jack Walk, who do you want to go first? Because they are going to have a very distinct advantage in this, because the other person is going to have to make the last pull. So, Jack Walk, who do you want to make the first pull in the first ever showdown here on
Guys,
So
Jeopardy theme.
So he's trying to drive, and I'm trying to shoot.
Right. No, hang on, John.
Figuring out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're figuring out if he's successful or if I'm successful.
So here's the deal. The car is swerving through other cars, and every time he gets close to clipping another car, you're having to pull your head inside the car and then stick your head back out. So not only is he swerving the car around, this is to see if, one, he can maintain control of the car, and two, Eric goes first.
Eric goes first.
Okay.
So Eric, you're making the first of your 4 pulls.
Shit, 4 pulls?
Yes,
Four
4.
pulls.
4.
It's 4 each.
4
I've had a lot
each.
to drink.
8
God.
pulls. Did the viewers
1.
see that?
They just went.
We gotta wait for this kid
Wow.
to check.
Okay. So you see as Les just pumps the music full blast. He's already discovered. And you hear "Bustin' Makes Me Feel Good," and it is this weird scene as Jeremy is in the car, shaking a little bit, and Nuggets has her head out the window, just
she
kind of
does.
like a dog, soaking up the scene. Jenny Lynn aims.
I go, no, Nuggets, and I pull her back.
You pull her back. Jenny Lynn. It's got to be 3 down, buddy. It can't be the first.
You
3.
jumped out once.
So. Jenny Lynn is taking her shot,
die and come back to the other
and just as Jeremy swerves the car one more time, Jenny Lynn is trying to aim for another shot, and she thinks she has a good one, and she's squeezing the trigger just as Jeremy slams on the brakes. She takes her finger off the trigger as Les once again does a deft move. This is insane. Okay. So we're lining up shots. It is becoming fierce. We are down to the last 2 pulls in this showdown as we get to a straightaway. And Les gets a. She was setting that up for the last. I know that look. Les sets up this straightaway, and it is a clear, open shot. And Jenny Lynn sticks her feet into the pocket of the seat in front of her, leans her whole body outside the car, takes 1 breath in, 1 breath out, lines up the shot, and waits for the perfect moment. Breathes in, breathes out, puts her finger on the trigger, and lightly pulls back and does the thing where she holds her breath.
Yes!
Holds her breath. And gets ready
I want to put it down.
to pull the trigger.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
She
Say that because you know you're
breathes
safe.
in and pulls the trigger on the gun. The fire truck explodes in a fiery blaze, taking out the monster truck with it as it explodes. And both explode, and Ginny laughs maniacally as this one perfect shot illuminates the night sky. And this illumination is just enough to attract the attention of all of the creatures that were off to the sides of the highway.
Well, fuck.
Oh no.
It's okay, guys. We're in the Ecto 1.
You see dogs and cats and weird mutated, looks like deer, walk into the middle of the highway and start moving their way, and then they all stop. and look up and run. And the car's still moving forward. And there's a stomp and another stomp, and the car is lifted off of the ground. And it's impossible. This thing is huge. It is a walking, talking, breathing Tyrannosaurus Rex that somehow walks its way into the street. And as you see, it blocks the exit that you guys were going to need to go down. And this T-Rex is standing there, jaws open, and it is unlike anything that you've seen in the movies before. It's almost avian-like. There are, like, you take a look with your gun, and you pull the trigger and realize that you used your last bullet.
With the shotgun?
Did we get the shot? Did we get the bullets?
You do. And
But
you realize that a shotgun works up close. And that from this distance...
I'm going to do it. I'm going to load the shotgun, and I'm going to shoot this thing in the face. And I know it's going to take like a billion shots to do it, and I'm going to do it.
From this distance away, you're going to just tell him...
I'm going to load it, and
so
I'm going to run up to
the
the
car
thing.
stops.
There's going to be shots and bricks involved, and I can accept that, and I can move on. It's going to be awesome.
The car stops. Everybody looks at each other.
Does the monster truck stop?
The monster truck exploded, and right now...
The monster truck exploded too?
The monster truck exploded as well.
It's just us in the road.
Good job, guys.
And there is
We're a
a
good team.
T-Rex that seems to be digging into, like, a car in front of it until you hear... And as that happens, the T-Rex stops looking at the car and pokes its head up and starts sniffing the air a little bit.
I put my hand over the chicken's mouth.
We throw the chicken.
No!
No!
Look,
Not nuggets.
I'm not going to
Throw
let you
chicken, not
throw that
nuggets.
chicken.
Okay, you can do a contested pull.
shit.
Because you guys haven't done enough.
Is that
contested
contested
polls
shots
yet.
or contested pull? Does it have to be a pull?
I'll let you guys do a contested shot.
Like, how do we do
I don't
a
have
contested
any.
shot?
I've got one more of these.
No.
so that's all.
You stop. I will do the first one of you
Okay.
to take a shot and make a pull wins.
Okay.
Who was it? Was it Eric?
I'm dead.
It's Eric.
Lester goes, we are not fucking doing this. We are not waiting here and
Always die.
because Lester's in the driver's seat and everybody's concentrated on Nugget, what we don't see is
The first time you died.
the burned corpse of the leader who has shambled out from the monster truck and grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and dragged him out of the car, screaming,
Lester?
loses his balance, and the two of them go tumbling off the overpass into the street below. And as that happens, he accidentally shifts the car into drive.
Which car?
The car you're in,
Oh,
into
shit.
drive. The two of you are now in a car where neither of you are in the driver's seat, and it is moving towards the T-Rex. The T-Rex turns around and looks at you and starts walking towards you as the car is moving slowly towards it.
How many pulls to go into the driver's seat and take evasive maneuvers?
3.
Oh, God.
Right?
4 for good measure.
As,
I'm back, by the way.
He's back. The chosen one is back. As John gets into the seat and scoots the seat back, because he was a little bit taller than Les. It's no big deal.
Sorry, Les.
There's something underneath the seat.
Ooh.
What is it?
What is it? Since you made 4 pulls.
I can't help you.
What is it?
It's a
What'd you
slightly
find?
damp box of fireworks.
Yeah,
It is
fireworks.
a slightly damp box of fireworks. And
Those are gonna be so pretty.
he
You're dead. No, you're not dead.
No,
He's
I'm not
dead.
dead.
Sorry.
He's dead.
Wait,
I'm dead.
He takes them out, and
Hard to keep track.
the car is slowly
I'm
moving
very
towards.
sad about it.
But
Okay, asshole.
Les is gone.
wait.
Jeremy has control of the car,
Nug-
and all that's
Can
in
you
the
come back as
car
chicken?
is Nugget and chicken.
Am I chicken?
You're chicken.
I'm chicken.
You come back reincarnated as a chicken you tried to kill.
Chicken.
You died trying to kill this chicken.
Life sucks.
Chicken.
You're a chicken.
Now kind of flies over a little bit, does the little hovery thing, and sits in the passenger seat. And like, while Nugget is a little like looking around and stuff like that, Chicken is very stoic and its eyes are very wide and it's in the passenger seat.
I've been holding chicken this whole time.
Like, so I'll say that you are moving towards the T-Rex, and the T-Rex has lowered its head and it's starting to come forward to ram the car.
Throw the fireworks out the window and shoot it.
Yes.
All right,
I'll do
I
it.
throw the firework. All right, so we orchestrate this. How many pulls is this going to take?
1 billion.
So the plan is,
To throw
there's
the
a
fireworks
T-Rex
out the
running
window.
towards the car. You
And
want to throw the slightly damp box of fireworks
out of the window
out the window
and shoot it with a shotgun.
flip the Ecto-1, do a slide, so that as it comes around, Jenny Lint, who's in the back, is facing the box and shoots it as the T-Rex comes forward.
There's nothing else to do at this point.
You make it sound too easy.
I will say, if you both do a shot
If we both do a shot,
and do
Easy.
2 pulls,
a shot and 2
Okay,
pulls.
got it.
you pull off this move
There's a shot.
I've got a shot.
in grandiose fashion.
Cheers. First.
Oh my god, those are so strong.
Ladies
Those are really strong.
So strong.
I can't wait to watch this to see how it ends.
You, in a
It's
deft,
2 each, right?
in a deft move, you manage to throw the box of slightly damp fireworks out of the moving car, and it lands right at the feet of the T-Rex. And the T-Rex sniffs the box of fireworks, confused but attracted to the movement. As you do, you flip the car around in a move that you've only seen in Fast and the Furious movies, where the car kind of flips around and Jenny Lynn smiles at the T-Rex as it comes around and goes, welcome to Dairy Queen, may I take your order? And she fires the shotgun blast at the box of fireworks.
Yes!
The box of fireworks explodes, sending the T-Rex rocking backwards. Unfortunately, when he rocks backwards, it seems like he covers and falls down to the ground and looks like he's trying to push himself up, but he can't quite like roll. So he's doing a weird rolly thing where he's trying to roll on the ground, and he's blocking the exit out. So right now the T-Rex is on the ground. The box of fireworks exploded, and the T-Rex is on the ground.
Can we run over him and do like a flying leap where we like run up him and go off the T-Rex and just like keep going?
That sounds awesome.
This would
How
be
much is that going to
amazing.
take? How much does that cost?
Okay. So your plan is to now flip the Ecto-1 around and use the T-Rex to
Well, I can't
ramp-
drive backwards up the T-Rex.
He's like a launching pad.
You
Careful, don't
the
do that.
sunset.
Do not do that.
Phil, give me just 2 more shots, Eric, please, because I don't want them to die from alcohol poisoning.
We will.
So I'll say this. Ginny, you get out of the seat, go and
Whoa, you almost missed.
pick up the 2 chickens, put them in the back,
I'll grab one of them.
and buckle them into the
I'm
seat
gonna hold
belts.
Chicken because
okay.
he's my best friend.
You're gonna hold Chicken, and Chicken's just staring straight ahead. And Nugget is on the dashboard of the car, eating some of the fireworks that fell out of the box.
I'm basically going to put a hand on Nugget and go, it's okay. And while I do this.
And Nugget poops all over the dashboard with this sign.
And I'd be like-
this sign of love.
I was like, yep, this one's Nugget.
Nugget, that was impolite.
You both look at each other just as the T-Rex starts trying to pick itself up, and you realize the tail is on the ground, such so that the T-Rex looks like this. And that if you were to punch it at this moment, do these shots, make 3 pulls each.
Yes, we got
You're
this.
trying to ramp over a T-Rex
Yes!
in the Ecto-1 car.
Tracy, this is single-handedly the coolest thing we've
This
ever
is
done.
going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see how it ends.
We're probably not going to live through
No,
it.
God,
but it's
no.
going to be totally
We're
amazing.
gonna be super bad.
Nugget accidentally like pecks on the radio, and a CD comes on, and you hear "I Believe I Can Fly" start coming over the speaker.
Which version?
I believe I can fly.
Straight off of the Space Jam soundtrack.
Good.
I believe
Okay.
I can touch
All right.
the sky.
Alternating pulls, 3 pulls each, to represent the collective impetus of 2 chickens
remember
and
that.
2 apocalyptic survivors ramping a T-Rex going
I believe I can
One.
soar.
88 miles an hour.
88 miles? Of course it is.
Of course it is, because it's me. You're driving and you both look at each other, and Nugget is just the happiest and oblivious it's ever been. Chicken seems to be fully aware and cognizant of everything that's happening and is just staring straight ahead at the T-Rex.
You got this.
The car's going faster and faster as the T-Rex is slowly starting to try to get itself up off of the ground, and then its arms
This is not a challenge. We're not against each other.
its arms break.
Don't do like that.
Its arms break a little bit, and it seems stuck in this position as the car gains speed and closer, and that's when
One more
the
each.
second T-Rex comes out of the woods behind you.
You're a motherfucker.
And comes to the back of the car, and it starts chasing after. It sees the T-Rex on the ground. The only one of you that seems to notice this is Chicken. Nugget is just completely oblivious. Found some change and is now eating pennies like it's going out of style.
Oh yeah.
How many is that each for you? This
That's
will be
my third.
John's second.
That's my
No, this is third.
This is John's
third.
third. And the car zooms towards the T-Rex, flying at impossible speeds and in something that breaks the laws of physics completely.
We are this T-Rex and an Ecto-1.
ramps off the tail of the T-Rex, flies through the air as the other T-Rex descends on the one that was on the ground, and the two of them start ripping each other apart. The Ecto-1
Fuck dinosaurs.
was not,
You almost kept the table.
not built for this.
My knees are the only thing that
Ramps
can
through the air and crashes, deploying both airbags because this thing was flying through the air, and comes to a skidding stop at a gate
Oh.
that says, "Welcome to the town of New Haven." And there is a guardsman there whose mouth is just open a gate, and he's wearing a name tag that says, "Hello, my name is Sakai." And he's like, "The other guards aren't gonna believe this."
I roll down the window?
You roll down the window.
Sakai, open the door. We're Ghostbusters.
I'm sorry, we're all filled up with. Do you guys have chickens?
We do.
Yes, we do not for food. They're for friends.
Sakai pulls out a radio and he says, "Well, we don't have the resource. They have chickens."
You have to let us in.
No, hold on. We are saying no deal.
You can't kill our chickens.
You cannot kill our chickens.
No, we don't want the chickens. We're New Haven. We're rebuilding society. And you look, and the sign that says "Welcome to New Haven." You guys are paying
Does it
close
say,
attention to
like,
it.
as a subtitle, we need chickens?
No, it says "Animal Preserve." And you realize the town of New Haven was an animal preserve that had a whole bunch of animals in it, but they
Guys?
needed one more animal.
A chicken.
2 chickens.
Two
A
guys.
male and a female.
The gates of New Haven open
A
up.
rooster. Male chickens are called roosters.
The gates of New Haven open up as the Ecto-1 catches fire. You guys you walk out of the burning wreckage of the car because you flew it through the goddamn air off of its
No,
crest,
fuck you. That was awesome.
and walk through the gates of New Haven. And as you walk through the gates of New Haven, the car exploding, you hear one more like little refrain of like "Boston makes me feel good," as creatures start coming out of the woods surrounding and making their way towards the gate of New Haven just as the gates close, and you are greeted with outstretched arms by the survivors of New Haven. Yes. Here to start a new life.
With chickens.
With chickens.
We have brought the chickens.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Hold on.
Thank you all so much to tune in. This story went completely differently than I thought it would. There are things that happened that I did not
planning shit.
happen. Thank you to everybody that watched tonight. Thank you for Eric. This is why we can't have nice things.
One of the reasons.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching and supporting Jackwalk. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. Jackwalk, this one's for you, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for supporting. We here at Dread are so grateful to you. What I may start doing is, like all of you superstars that dedicate, we have to figure out some special way to thank you here from everyone at Drunken Dread. Next week's episode, a very special episode of Drunk and Dread. Our very own DM Maya is going to be here.
Oh my gosh!
And Subs. Subs is going to be here.
Making me bugs, guys.
The theme is a theme I have been excited about for a long time, and I've been waiting for the right group to play. And it is going to be House on Haunted Hill. There is going to be Ghost. There is going to be a very fun story, and I will say, if you want to do your homework about the bad guy in this particular house, it will be a mix of House on Haunted Hill and When Helen Comes.
I love that book so much.
I know you do. So tune in next Saturday. Thank you all so much. Give us a like. Some of us are going to be jumping on the voice chat of Discord. Drunk John is going to be on voice chat of Discord.
I haven't stood up yet. I haven't standing up yet. I need to pee.
Love you guys. And no need to dread. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye guys.